The global population is growing steadily. Our planet is now home to nearly 8 billion people. By 2050, 75% of us will live in cities. As these urban areas expand, forests and other natural habitats are being destroyed. Animals, birds and insects are robbed of their living space and often perish. Or they take up residence in urbanized areas, like Berlin. Up to 4,000 wild boar are now said to be living in the German capital. Finding enough to eat is easy, as there's so much food lying around. But it's not what the boar would eat naturally. They live in parks, cemeteries, or abandoned industrial sites. And they live in close proximity to humans. That's one way that disease from animals and birds can be passed to people. Many species are now endangered because of the way we live. The Earth has up to 9 million plant and animal species, but thousands are dying out every year. Expanding cities is just one reason. Other causes are air pollution and human-induced climate change. If we want our wildlife to thrive, we need to make allowances in everything we do. When building cities, we need to include space for wildlife. The Indian capital Delhi, for example, is home to more than 100 species of butterfly. Volunteers have set up small parks, ensuring these delicate insects can find food even in the big city. But habitat loss is also being driven by other factors. We're clearing forest at a rapid rate, often to make space for farmland. Cows need fields to graze on, as the Andean or spectacled bear knows all too well. Its forest habitat is increasingly being replaced by farmland, where the bears then search for food. Farmers then kill the bears to protect their crops. But the animals are vital for the forest. They help to produce new fruit trees by spreading seeds in their droppings. So humans need to learn to live with the spectacled bear, giving it help and protection. An alternative would be to farm in a way that doesn't destroy animals' natural habitat. Farmers in Belize, for example, have planted their cocoa trees in the middle of the forest. Roads connecting our cities cut through the homes of many animals. Wild boar, deer, frogs, and even beetles risk their lives just by moving around the areas they inhabit. Our road networks are now so extensive they could circle the Earth many hundreds of times over. Wildlife bridges or amphibian tunnels could help alleviate the problem. Even underwater, animals and plants are not safe. Plastic waste and effluent in the sea, along with mass tourism, are all destroying marine life. Coral reefs have been especially hard hit. 90% of the Dominican Republic's reefs have already been destroyed or severely damaged. Scientists here are growing coral in the laboratory and transferring it to the sea. Important work, given that a quarter of the world's marine life depends on coral reefs. As yet, many of the projects aimed at protecting natural habitats are small compared with the pace of destruction. Studies show that half the world's land and seas need to be placed under protection if further species extinction is to be stopped. 50 countries have made a start. By 2030, they've pledged to ensure 30% of the Earth's surface is protected.